Hello, this is Luisa Fernandez with the VAT Comparative. Value-added tax and goods and services tax are in most countries, but for USA, where there is a sales tax, China and India are expecting to reform their VAT systems. Afghanistan has a general VAT rate of 2 to 5% depending on the goods. General rate in Albania is 20%, in Algeria 17%. General rate in Andorra is 4.5%. General rate in Angola is 10%. In Argentina, 21%. General rate in Armenia, 20%. Aruba, 1.5%. Australia, 10% of goods and services. General rate in Australia in Austria is 20%. General rate in Azerbaijan, 18%. Bahamas, 7.5%. In Bangladesh, 15%. Barbados, 17.5%. Belarus, 20%. General rate in Belgium, 21%. General rate in Benin, 18%. Bolivia, 13%. Bosnia and Herzegovina, 17%. Botswana, 12%. Brazil, 17 to 25%, depending on the goods. Bulgaria, 20%. Burkina Faso, 18%. Burundi, 18%. General rate in Cambodia is 10%. General rate in Cape Verde, 15%. General rate in Cayman Islands is 7% stamp duty, one-time on tax property, and an import tax of 22 to 42 depending on the goods. General rate in Central African Republic is 19%. General rate in Chile, 19%. General rate in China, 17%. Colombia's general rate is 16%. Costa Rica has a general rate of 13%. In Croatia, 25%. General rate in Cuba is from 2.5 to 20% depending on the goods. Cyprus, 19%. General rate in the Czech Republic is 2%. There is a luxury rate of 15% for certain goods. General rate in Denmark is 25%. In Dominican Republic, 18%. General rate in Egypt is 10%. General rate in Estonia, 20%. Finland, 24%. France, 20%. General rate in Gabon is 18%. In Georgia, 18%. Germany, 19%. There is a reduced tax of 7% for good, for instance. General rate in Greece, 23%. General rate in Guatemala, 12%. Guyana, 16%. Hungary, 27%. Iceland, 24%. General rate in India is 5.5%. There is a luxury rate of 14.5% for several goods. Indonesia, 10%. General rate in Iran, 1.5%. And there is a luxury rate of 10% depending on the item. General rate in Ireland is 23% for goods and 9 to 13.5% for services. There is a 0% for certain items of food. General rate on Isle of Man is 20%. In Israel, 17%. Italy, 22%. Jamaica, 17.5%. General rate in Jersey is 5%. General rate in Jordan, 16%. General rate in Kazakhstan, 12%. In Kenya, 16%. In Kuwait, 16%. General rate in South Korea, 10%. General rate in North Korea is a variety from 2 to 4% depending on the goods. Lebanon has a general rate of 10%. Liechtenstein has a general rate of 3.6%, a luxury rate of 7.6%, and there is a reduced rate of 2.4%. Lithuania has a general rate of 21%. Luxembourg, 17%. Macedonia, 18%. Malaysia, 6%. Maldives have a general rate of 6%. Malta, 18%. Mauritius, 15%. Monaco, 19.6%. Mongolia, 10%. General rate in Montenegro, 19%. Morocco, 20%. Nepal, 13%. Netherlands, 21%. New Zealand 15%, Norway 21%, Portugal 23%, Romania 24%, Russia 0 to 18% depending on the goods, Serbia 20%, Slovakia 20%, Slovenia 22%, general rate in South Africa 14%, Spain 21%, Sweden 25%, general rate in Switzerland is 8%, United Kingdom 20%, Uruguay 22%, and general rate in Venezuela is 8%, Vietnam 10%, Zambia 17.5%.